You already know what the video's about, so cue the intro. Andy from gymnutrition.co.uk, and today, as you've seen by the thumbnail, my take on Sarms The Truth about Sarms. Now, why the hell should you take any notice of me? I mean, I'm not qualified in anything, I'm not a doctor. As with all my Sarms videos, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you learn a little bit, then fair enough. So, take it as it is. Why should you listen to me? Well, I've used Sarms on and off for the last couple of years. I've been training for over 35 years. Not that it shows, obviously. And I've been involved in the supplement industry in one form or another for about 25 years. So I'm kind of like semi-qualified, I suppose, to give you my 2 pennies worth at least. So, Sarms. Sarms are chemicals. They are drugs. They are not vitamins, minerals, herbs. So with all drugs carry an element of risk. Now, it's up to you whether you want to take them or not. I'm not condemning or condoning the use of Sarms, but like I said, I chose to take them. So with all drugs carry side effects. So, little prop. Here is my medication. This is my blood pressure medication that is prescribed to me on a monthly basis from my local GP, my local general practitioner, doctor if you're in America. Now, because these are prescribed, you'd think, oh yeah, they're great. They come from a doctor, so everything's fine. Now, it's not always the case. As with any medication, this is the list that comes with the medication, and it's printed on both sides. Now, most of this information on here is possible side effects that you could get by taking this specific drug. I'm not even going to read all that. I mean, let's face it, it's just not going to happen, is it? But what I'm saying by showing you this little prop, if you want to call it that, is that every drug, whether it prescription, underground, grey area, whatever it is, steroids, Sarms, everything carries a risk. Do they work? Hell yes, they frigging work well on me. Whether they work well on you, I don't know, do I? No idea. But yes, they work very well on me. What happens when you stop taking Sarms? Do you keep all this massive gains? No, you don't keep all your massive gains when you stop taking Sarms. You lose quite a bit of it. How much do you lose? How long's a bit of string? With me, big if coming up, if I continue my training on point, no missing workouts, no like, oh, just do a couple of them and I'll have a chat and then I'm going to go home. So if my training's on point and my diet's on point, then also the PCT, if you take a decent PCT, then the gains that you keep are going to be more than the gains you lose. But whereas a lot of people in here, oh god, my strength's gone down, my pump's gone down, I've lost a few pounds in weight since I've finished taking the Sarms, so therefore I really can't be arsed. So I'll start missing a few meals, I'll start missing a few workouts, so therefore everything goes like that. So do you keep all your gains? No. How much do you keep? That's kind of down to you. But if you do everything on point, you are still going to lose some of your gains. If I put on 10 pounds and everything was on point, this is just me, not you, then I'll probably lose about half of that. If everything's not on point, then I'll probably lose more on 10 pounds out of 10 pounds. That's the truth of it. Also, if you look on the internet, it's there for everyone to see. A lot of things on the internet are saying, and a lot of it's backed up by little documentation and so forth, that probably 1 out of 3 Sarms that you can buy openly on the net are fake. Now, how do you know if you're going to get a dud one or a good one? You do not know. That is the thing. It's kind of like you pays your money, you takes your chances. So let's look at why they might fake it. Obviously for profit. If they put less ingredients in, then the companies are going to increase their profit. How do you know if you got a good company? You don't know. Do a little bit of research. Go on forums, go on Facebook SARM pages, YouTube videos, etc, etc, and get some feedback on the brands. Then that's kind of like your best hope. I would probably educated guess. Also, what some companies might do, I'm not saying they do that because I do not know, I'm just taking an educated guess again, but what they might do, say for argument's sake, Rad 140. Now Rad 140 is quite an expensive raw material. LGD on the other hand is quite an inexpensive raw material. Now you are going to get gains on Rad, you're going to get gains on LGD. So if you're going to get some more unscrupulous companies, what they may do is they may lower the dose of Rad, the expensive bit, and put in a little sprinkling of LGD, cheap bit. You take the capsule, you're going to get gains. You're going to be happy with the result. The companies charge you for the expensive Rad 140, so therefore they've increased their profit margin dramatically. So whether that happens, whether that doesn't happen, I don't know for certain. It's not like I get a SARM in and I've got my own testing lab in my house, because I haven't. Do I send any off to a testing lab? No. So it's just kind of like speculation, maybe possibly happens. But the truth is that if you do look on the internet, and it's there for everyone to see, just Google it, then SARMs that have been tested, like I said, round about one, depending on what website you look at, but roughly 1 out of 3 are fake. So that is pretty much a fact, I would hasten to add. I've also had customers saying, has that got a certificate of analysis with it? Because I want one with a certificate of analysis, because it's proven that what it is in the bottle. Come on, please, 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 please. Right, let's look at this certificate of analysis, shall we, before I fall asleep. So, if a company has gone to the effort of making the capsules, so they've got to buy all the equipment, make the capsules, they've bought all the bottles, they've bought the little thing to seal the top, they've bought all the nice fancy labelling, etc. They've got a website, they've put the product to market, yada yada yada, whatever you say in America. They've gone to all that effort. How much effort do you think it would take to make a little certificate saying, yeah, that's Rad 140, everything's good, mate? You could knock that up in 10 minutes. Anyone could, even probably I could do it. It might take me 30 minutes. But basically, I don't think it's worth the paper it's written on, these certificates of analysis. Again, that's just my opinion. Might be wrong. I'm not wrong very often, but I might be wrong. So that's kind of my take on Sarms The Truth. Leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Tell me I'm a dick. Tell me I'm wonderful. That ain't going to happen, but hey-oh. But anyway, you get the gist. Thanks for getting to the end, if you have got to the end. And I'll speak to you on the next one. Goodbye. I can't do these videos today.